Hello, my name's Dr. Sarah Mumford and I'm the Director of Infection Prevention and Control at Maidstone and Tunbridge Wells Trust. First, I'd like to thank everybody for all of your support, both to the Trust and to the wider healthcare community, for everything that you have done for us during the COVID outbreak. We really appreciate all the help that you've given us. In this video though, I would like to address some of the questions that you might have around the COVID testing station that is going to be set up in the Oakwood Park complex. During the pandemic, we've had a number of testing stations set up to provide testing for COVID for our staff, for their families, for other first responders such as the fire service, police and CCAM, and also for other health and social care staff. This has been really important as part of our response to make sure that our staff are well protected in the current pandemic. We've worked very closely with Maidstone Borough Council and Mid-Kent College to arrange to have a new testing station on a disused car park which is part of the Oakwood Park complex owned by Mid-Kent College. This testing station is vital as part of our response to COVID. It enables us to test staff, frontline responders and health and social care staff and their families promptly so that we can determine if our staff have a risk of COVID. And if they test negative, we can then get them back to work in a timely way so that we're able to continue to run our services. More recently, we've been able to reopen some of our services such as routine and cancer surgery. In order to make this safe for our patients, we ask our patients to have a COVID swab 48 hours before their surgery. So patients will be using the testing station as part of this process. The testing station is going to be located in a disused car park at the back of the Oakwood Park site. This area is well away from any surrounding buildings. There's a minimum of 36 metres between the testing site and the next building. All of the people who are arriving at the testing site to be tested will be arriving in their car. Nobody will be arriving by foot. They will drive through the marquees that we'll be setting up, and all they will do is open their window on the car in order to be able to have the swab taken. So they won't be getting out of the car. This minimises any risk to anybody else, including the staff who are taking the swabs. We don't believe that there is any risk to anybody on the site or living in the surrounding area. The testing station has been run very safely at the previous site for over 3 months. We haven't had any problems at all. And we believe that that means that we have the experience and the confidence in our processes for this to be just as safe. As a result of the easing of social distancing from July the 4th, the previous site for the testing station and the hop farm has requested that we leave so that they can get back to their normal business. Maidstone Borough Council and Mid-Kent College have been working really closely with us to allow us to use the disused area of the site. This has only just happened and we are letting you know as soon as we possibly could and in advance of the setup of the testing site. In order to minimise the impact on the site, the testing centre will only run from 10 AM to 2 PM on weekdays and from 9 AM to 5 PM on weekends. We expect the testing centre to be at the Oakwood Park complex for a period of at least 12 months. We estimate there'll be an additional 45 cars per day, each staying on the site for about 15 minutes once the site is open. We'll have security staff on site and we'll also have very clear signage directing the cars to the testing site so that they don't get lost in the complex. Although we won't be leaving anything on site overnight apart from the marquees and the generator, we will be providing additional security to patrol the site 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The centre will be provided for MTW staff and their families, first responders and other health and social care staff. However, following the rollout of the national campaign, many people are now eligible for a coronavirus test. So to find out if you're eligible and to book a test, if you go onto the Kenton Medway CCG website, you'll find all the details there. If we have to change anything in the testing centre, we'll make sure that we write to you as early as possible to advise you of the changes in advance. If I haven't managed to answer your questions in this short video, we have a dedicated helpline and email address that you can phone or write to, and those are appearing on the bottom of the screen now. If you have symptoms, you can go online to NHS 111 online, or if you don't have internet access, you can phone 111 to get the advice that you need. Please don't visit the hospital if you have corona-like symptoms of cough, high temperature or loss of taste and smell. You must call 111 first and they will give you the advice you need. Once again, I'd like to thank you for all your understanding and help with this. We really appreciate you allowing us to use this area for our testing station, and we will do our very best to minimise any inconvenience to anybody else. If you do have any further questions, don't forget there is that dedicated phone number and email address for you to contact us if you have any queries.